Standards aren't even expensive, bro. They just expose those who cannot afford it. And people hate it. People don't like it at all. Because the moment they see effort, they start calling it extra. Keep your standards high. And just because someone cannot reach your standards does not mean you have to drop it or lower it for anybody. Keep it at the top of the shelf. If they want to reach it, they'll find a ladder. They'll look for a way to do it. People know how to go for what they want, so don't let them deceive you. If they want you that bad, they'll get to that standards, not just for you, but for themselves. I'm talking about healthy standards, please. There are some standards that are just ridiculous, okay? Now, when I'm talking about standards now, I'm talking about like you're dating a woman, right? Or you're dating a man, whatever it may be. Everybody has standards, right? Is it their hair, their nails, their skincare routine, what they take and what they cannot take, because they have boundaries or not? People don't like it. People want to be able to come in and do whatever they want. People with standards, they tend to piss off nonchalant people, the negative, draining people. And you all should be proud of yourself. Anyways, you met this girl or this boy, right? You saw how amazing they looked. You saw how they held themselves to a particular type of standards, not even the standards in the relationship, be it whatever it may be. How they held themselves, and you come in and you're not trying to add more value to that, and you're calling them expensive, you're calling them extra, but you liked it all, and now you can't keep up. Because now I'm trying to understand, now it's suddenly too much. Is it too much, or is it just not for you, bro? Because let's be honest, it's not like you're broke or you're not capable. You're just very selective of where you invest or who you invest in. And that's not bad. But if you know you don't want to invest in that person, don't chase them, don't find them, don't win them over, only for you to be mediocre. I'm not saying you shouldn't be comfortable with your partner, you should. But keep the same energy at month 6, year 6, year 10 as you did for week 1. If you're selective of where you invest, maybe the problem is not standard. Maybe it's just your efforts are not matching their standards. It's just what it is. And you both are allowed to go your separate ways. You don't have to force it. Because make me understand, bros or auntie, you want access with no qualifications at all. You want presence without any form of consistency. Or is it that you want attention without any intention? Ooh, look at that line, baby. But let's be for real. And to be clear, that doesn't work anywhere. I don't know where you are. It doesn't work anywhere anymore. You don't walk into a Ferrari showroom, question the price, and then you act very surprised on how expensive it is. Because you already knew the value before you entered. You did. It's Ferrari showroom. You already knew the value before you entered. You either respect it or you remove yourself so quietly and gracefully, bruh. But here's the fun part. People don't like to remove themselves. Nope. They know they can't afford it. They know it's not for them. They know that this will be too much for them. But no, people are so stubborn. They will stay because they're trying to prove a point. What point are you trying to prove? You're only going to embarrass yourself some more. People like to negotiate standards. And that is the dumbest thing. Like, that is so dumb. What are you trying to negotiate? People like to negotiate standards down to their efforts. The part that's better for them, where they don't have to do too much work. They don't have to work on themselves. None of that. They want to stay there. You're doing well. And that sucks. That sucks as fuck, bro. If this is you, you want luxury attention with part-time effort. Are you okay? Full effort. You want full effort from this person with half energy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm speaking for myself at this point because I can't take it. I can't be in it. I will communicate that, hey, this is not working. This is not what I want. I will communicate my needs. And if that's too much, the door is always going to be open, baby. It will. Because I know I'm not asking for too much, but it's too much because you people have normalized nonsense. But here's the thing, some people will not sit down and wonder, why does nobody take me serious? Seriously? No, seriously? The reason why is because standards do not reject you. They reveal your level. There are levels to this thing, oh. If you're someone that do not have standards and boundaries, this is your wake-up call. Thanks for following me and watching this video. You needed it. It reveals your level. It shows how consistent you are when nobody reminds you about it. Because let's be honest, effort that needs instruction is no longer effort now. It's not effort anymore. It's just manual. It's just compliance. Funniest part is people think standard is when you're asking. No, standard is not you asking. Standard is watching. Because when someone has to explain the basic effort, the bare minimum, someone has to ask you to do the bare minimum, you've already lost it all. Not the task, but the instinct. Effort shows priority, and priority shows how real you are. Priority shows who exactly you are. And the remaining crap is just talking. It's just talking, my love. It's just talking, baby. Look, this isn't women versus men, men versus men, women versus women. Nah, that's not it. This is basically effort versus effort, and effort versus explanations. Because standard never asked for perfection, it just refused inconsistency. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, the reason why you call it too much or too high or expensive is because it demands more than what you're used to giving. And if that's the case, you shouldn't be chasing that person in the first place. You shouldn't be there in the first place. You should gracefully exit yourself with your self-respect. Because let me tell you, it's not just about money, baby. No. Sometimes it's about here. Work on this place. Work on the bag. Work on what you gotta work on. Then you can come for a person of value, because you cannot keep a person of value if you are not a person of value. Because you will never understand why or how. It will be too much for you. The person you're chasing is calling that thing that you're calling too much, too high. They're chasing it because it's their normal. The skincare routine, the wigs, the makeup, the fitness, all these things, level of standard that they hold themselves to. This is their normal, bro. This is the level at which they live at. Everything demands, and everything has a price. Even your creator demands worship and praise in return. And look, I am not saying you get someone and then you go bankrupt. No, no, hell no. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying that the basic bare minimum asked things to do not cost money, baby. It doesn't. Majority of it doesn't. Like honesty, transparency, consistency, reassurance, loyalty, intentionality, the 5 love language. Okay, remove gift giving for now, but it's very important. Gift gifting is very, very important, because tell me why you can't give her or him, or you can't give them all 5 love languages. Why not? But yeah, the 5 love languages, or 4 of it if you cannot just afford a flower or a simple date or just a little gift. But let's be frank, the material part, they do cost money, and you do need money. I don't care how understanding your girlfriend or boyfriend is, you do need money in a relationship. You need to be able to invest in your person. You need to be able to give them things. You need to be able to help them maintain that beauty that once attracted you to them. They don't have to ask for you to give it. Hey, I beg. They don't have to ask you, bruh. A little date here and there. A little vacation here and there if you can afford it. Little gifts here and there. It won't be bad though. It's called maintenance. It won't be bad. Everybody likes a little gift here and there. Everybody. Intentionality plus action matters too. But as I said earlier, all I'm trying to say is Standard does not cost that much if you're a person of value trying to keep another person of value, because that's the only way you can. You have to be a person of value to keep someone of value or to maintain someone of value, be it in whatever it may be. But you have to have healthy standards. Emphasis on healthy standards. I'm not saying you should wake up and just be too difficult. There's a thin line between that, and there's always a thin line between everything. You just have to find the balance. I'm not saying that you should bring yourself down that shelf so someone can meet up with your standards. No, they have to climb to meet up. Hold yourself to that much value, baby, because that's the only way that they can take you serious. And lastly, good standards do not accept discounted effort. A healthy standard does not accept discounted effort. If you know what I'm saying, I can 100% bet on the fact that not everybody qualifies. Some people will never qualify for the rest of their life, and it is what it is. So if you're trying to become a better version of yourself, you're trying to upgrade yourself right here and right here, just follow, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to do the same. Big Make is active and she's here to stay. Bye.